I remember the sound first. A wet, hungry kind of kiss. Too loud for a workplace. Too desperate for strangers. I had come to surprise him with lunch. I was 8 months pregnant, carrying his child, carrying our future in my hands like something fragile. But when I opened the door to his office, I found him carrying someone else. Her hands tangled in his hair, his mouth devouring hers. Papers scattered, tie loose, shirts untucked. I froze. My heart didn't just break, it detonated. When I whispered his name, they turned. Her smile was slow, smug. His was cruel. I said, "How could you?" And before I could take another breath, she lunged. Nails against my skin. A sharp kick against my swollen belly. I gasped. The air left my lungs. And he laughed. The man I thought loved me, the father of my child. He laughed while I clutched my stomach, fighting to stay on my feet. That's when the door opened, and everything changed. But I need you to understand, I didn't get here blindly. There had been signs. The late nights, the turned-over phone, the new cologne he never wore for me. I asked questions. He lied smoothly. Always just enough truth to make me doubt myself. Always just enough charm to make me feel paranoid for asking. But a woman knows. I had already started digging. Bank statements, text records, hotel receipts buried under business trips. I had already found her name. What I didn't expect was the violence, or the laughter. That's what cut deepest. Not the cheating, not even the betrayal, but the pleasure he took in my pain. That's the moment my love turned to ash. And ash can choke, or it can smother him. I didn't scream that day. I didn't fall apart. I pressed my hands to my belly, steadied my breathing, and looked at the doorway. Because the person standing there wasn't just anyone. It was his boss, the CEO, the man who had trusted him with his company's reputation, clients, accounts. The man whose daughter, the woman in his arms, wasn't supposed to be in that office. The silence was heavy. My husband stumbled, stammered, tried to speak. The other woman paled, then stepped back, her confidence cracking. The CEO's voice was low, dangerous. My office, now. I should have felt powerless that day. Instead, I felt the first spark of control. Because I already knew the truth. And now, so did the one man powerful enough to ruin him without me lifting a finger. But I didn't rely on chance. I never do. While my husband was dragged into a storm upstairs, I walked out of that building and called the lawyer I had quietly retained weeks earlier. Within days, everything I had collected, his affairs, his hidden accounts, his reckless spending, was packaged neatly into divorce papers. I filed for full custody, froze our joint accounts, secured the house in my name with the trust my grandmother had left for me, the one he didn't know existed. Every time he tried to call, I ignored him. Every time he tried to show up, I let security handle it. I wasn't his frightened wife anymore. I was his reckoning. The climax came in the courtroom. He walked in with his expensive suit and his cheap confidence, expecting me to crumble. Instead, I slid the evidence across the table. Emails, photos, transactions, witness statements from employees who'd seen them together in his office long before I walked in. The judge didn't even look at him twice. Custody, mine. Assets, frozen. Alimony, granted. His mistress didn't show up. She had problems of her own now. Her father made sure of that. After the ruling, he cornered me in the hallway. His voice was sharp, desperate. "You'll regret this." I looked him dead in the eye. "No," I said. "The only thing I regret is ever loving you." And I walked away. Now, when I watch my daughter sleep, safe and whole, I think back to that office. to the laughter, to the kick meant to destroy us both. It didn't destroy me, it transformed me. Because betrayal doesn't just wound, it sharpens. And when the door opened that day, it didn't just reveal his affair, it revealed his downfall. And I was the one who made sure he never got back up.